I don't know what it is with me and full price books. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I love to talk about books. And today I'm doing a bit of an off the cuff video today. I haven't really prepared because I know I missed Wednesday's video. I'd fully intended to do a kind of vlog video. We were away in London for 4 days at the start of the week to see my brother and do loads of sightseeing, and I thought I would do like some cool little vloggy bits and talk about the books that I was reading in the evenings and when we were traveling and things. It didn't happen, mainly because I read nothing. So that didn't happen, and then I'd fully intended to sit down and film something today, and then we got quite an exciting call. We have been trying to adopt a dog, and my god, the most stressful thing I have ever experienced in my life. I feel sorry for people who adopt children, because if this is how hard it is to adopt a dog, I can't even imagine what it's like when it's a human. But long story short, and when he's here I'll probably do like the full story, but we got the call we could go and see one of our prospective doggies today, and so of course everything was dropped to go and do that. So now I am just trying to scramble a video together for you. Apologies if you hear any strange noises. I'm in my bedroom and my youngest son is sleeping in my bed, and he's wriggling a lot because I'm making noise, so he might join us, who knows. But anyway, I bought some books when I was in London, and I thought, do you know what, I'll do a little mini book haul of the books that I've bought since I last did a book haul, and turns out it's not quite so mini. So I thought I would just talk about the ones that I found lying about. There are maybe potentially more than just these books. So the ones I bought in London, I went to Foyles, and I've always wanted to go to Foyles. Very nice shop, really lovely. All I bought was books for the kids because I don't know what it is with me and full price books. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But I did find on Charing Cross Road some second-hand bookshops, and I picked up this copy of Three Daughters of Eve by Elif Shafak. And I don't really know much about this, but I do have Elif Shafak's, I can't remember the title. What is it? It's here. 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world, and I've seen her talking on the Sky Arts book club. I thought she sounds fascinating. I think that story sounds fascinating. So as soon as I saw her name on this book, I thought I'm going to add this to my collection. And I noticed on the back there's a book that my mum has I hadn't realised was by the same author, The Bastard of Istanbul, so I'll probably be stealing that from my mum. But this is about a woman called Perry who, it's set in Istanbul. She's on her way to a dinner party and her handbag gets stolen, and this seems to set off a big chain of events. It's a night of luxury, a far cry from her upbringing, but when her handbag is stolen, her world shifts violently and she starts to doubt how she got here. A traumatic Istanbul childhood, student years in Oxford, the rebellious professor who led her and her best friends to question everything, including Islam, love, life, and even God, and the scandal that tore them all apart. Over one desperate night, she tries to make sense of a past she has tried to forget. And that just sounds really interesting. So I think this one, I really hope I like her writing style, because I think this is going to be one author that she's obviously got quite a big back catalogue, and the premises for her stories that I've read heard of so far sound fascinating. So I really hope she lives up to my expectations. And then I went into FOP, which is a fantastic shop, and if you're in the UK and you ever see a FOP, it looks like a music shop. It's predominantly a music shop. It sells lots of films and stuff like that as well, but they always have really great books, and they're always on a really good offer. Like literally every book in that shop, sorry, very shiny, 2 for £6. I mean, that's the sort of brand new book that that I can allow myself to buy. So I bought this one, Rebecca Skloot's The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. I've been meaning to pick up a copy of this for a while. I believe it's a true story. And it's about a woman. She was a poor black woman in America in the 50s, I think. Oh no, she died in 1951. And she had cancer. And without her knowledge or her permission or her family's knowledge, the cells from her cancer were used in, I think it was medical research, or it might have been pharmaceutical research. A lot of people got very rich off the back of this, and her family found out quite a while after she had died. And it says, yet Henrietta's family didn't learn of her immortality until more than 20 years after her death, with devastating consequences. So I'm really interested to read that. And then I picked up a Jessie Burton. This one's the Muse. I will be reading, I say that the year is fast running out. Who knows if I will be reading The Miniaturist this year. It might end up being next year. I'm planning to read The Miniaturist this year. And I saw this and just thought, I'll give it a go as well. This one is about a painting that's kind of like this, is it a lost masterpiece arrives at a gallery that our protagonist Odell, at the gallery she is working in as a typist. And there is something about this picture that her mentor seems to know more about than she is letting on, and it sounds like there's a bit of a mystery as to who maybe the painter was or what the subject matter was. So that sounds interesting. Well worth a punt, and I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Jessie Burton. Then I'm really behind in my Shelter Box book club books. I don't think this is all the ones that I'm behind on and have missed. I know there was a Bernardine Evaristo, I think it was Mr. Loverman. It was a book that I already had a copy of. So I don't know what I've done with that. My other copy is around there. And I don't know which order these go in, but the first one I've picked up is Luiza Sauma's Flesh and Bone and Water. And is this the Brazilian one? Yes, this is about a man, he's living in London, but he's originally from Brazil, and a letter arrives and it kind of brings him right back to his Brazilian childhood. Oh, and also his early adult life, including an infatuation he had with the family's maid. So that sounds intriguing. I don't know if I've ever read a book set in Brazil before, actually. So always liking trying new countries. Then we have Aida Edemariam. I hope I've said that right. The Wife's Tale, A Personal History. Also, is this a memoir then? And so it's about a woman who was born in 1916 in Ethiopia, and it discusses the changes of the country over the following century and her life in parallel with that. So that just sounds fascinating to me. And then we have Mike Phillips' The Dancing Face, which is set in London, and it sounds like it's a bit of a heist book. University lecturer Gus knows that stealing the priceless Benin mask, the dancing face, from a museum at the heart of the British establishment will gain an avalanche of attention, which is exactly what he wants. Maybe not one I would necessarily have picked myself, but I know the Shelter Box book club books are really good. They're really diverse. I haven't read a bad one yet, so I will eventually at some point get around to this. And then just some random kind of ones I've picked up in charity shops. Mainly, actually, I think the charity book table in my local co-op, which I have slagged off in the past for it being quite low quality and the books being in quite bad condition. But I do always still look, and it does seem recently, maybe someone's been watching my channel, because it does seem like both of those things have improved significantly, and they're still only £1 a book. So I think most of these came from there. So first of all, we have The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. This is one that I hear mentioned and see talked about like quite a lot, but I don't really know what it is. But it was only £1, so I thought I'd grab it. But I don't know if is it YA? I don't know. So beautiful, rich, mysterious, the Roanoke girls seem to have it all, but there's a dark truth about them that's never spoken. Every girl either runs away or dies. So I don't know. Probably not one I would be in a particular hurry to read, unless any of you guys have something to say that would maybe spur me on a bit. But you know, sounds like it'd be a bit of fun. Then I've got Adam K's This Is Going to Hurt. Adam K was an NHS doctor, and this is is it a memoir? Yeah, it seems to be like a diary that he kept when he was doing his medical training, and I know it has had a big buzz about it. Sorry, that's my wee one sneezing. Yeah, I know it's had a big buzz about it, and he is quite vocal. He's no longer a doctor, I think, or at least he's no longer an NHS doctor. And is quite brutally honest about the experiences of being a trainee doctor in the NHS. So yes, please. I think it's quite funny as well. Like, I think it's not, you know, totally doom and gloom. I think it is quite a funny read as well. And then I picked up a Maggie O'Farrell. This is The Vanish. God, the font on this cover is fugly. That's not nice. When was this one published? Oh, give me the deets, man. 2006. It's very 2006, isn't it? So this is The Vanishing Act of Esme Lennox. But the premise of this book sounds really, really interesting. So Esme Lennox in the 1930s in Edinburgh, she's quite outspoken. You know, her family are quite embarrassed by her behaviour and things. And then decades later, what's the other character called? A young woman named Iris receives a letter informing her that she has a great aunt in a psychiatric unit who is about to be released. And that aunt is this Esme Lennox, and the book is about how she came to be in that institution and how she was there for so long, which I don't think was an uncommon thing for outspoken, you know, more modern young women in that period of history. So I think that's going to be really interesting to read. I can't remember if I have already talked about this one in a book haul. Something tells me I have, but I picked up Elena Ferrante's My Brilliant Friend. Yes, I have, because now that I'm starting to talk about it, I can remember talking about it before. So I won't rehash that one. And then so the final one for this little haul, I picked up a copy of Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club. So for people not in the UK, for people who don't watch crappy daytime television, Richard Osman is a TV presenter, and he presents kind of fact-based quiz shows, but he's also quite funny, and something makes me think he's also a comedy writer, but I might just be making that up. But this is his first novel, I think, and it's not, I don't know if it would normally be my sort of thing, but I heard people talk about it and it sounded like so much fun. And in our Secret Santa, the year this came out, which I think was 2019, I actually bought this. I got my friend's husband in the Secret Santa, and he's quite quiet, and I just literally didn't know what to buy him, and I just thought this sounds interesting, so I bought him it. I don't know, I have no idea if he read it, what he thought about it or anything, but I kind of wanted a copy now as well. So it's about these old, I think it's all old men. Oh no, it's not. It's Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim and Ron, and they're all in their late 70s, and they basically create the Thursday Murder Club to keep them busy when they are in their retirement years, to solve the mystery of a brutal killing in their village. So that just sounds like a lot of fun, and I love older characters. I love reading about older characters. I don't think they are given enough time on the page, especially like in modern fiction, unless there's an issue. So, you know, I've read, I've totally forgotten what that book's called. Elizabeth is Missing, which is great, but, you know, the main character in that has dementia. I'm now trying to think of another book I've read with an older character. Oh yeah, Joe Heaps, When the Music Stops. There's an older character in that, but again, I think she's got dementia as well. And this sounds like older characters, but they have all their cognitive functions. So that will be a joy to read, I think. So that is my book haul. Today, as you are watching this, or today as I'm posting this, it is Dewey's 24-hour readathon, the October one, which is kicking off at 1 p.m. on Saturday, Greenwich Mean Time. So I'll be taking part in that. I thought I was only going to be doing like little dips in and out because I thought I was going to have the kids, but my parents have taken pity on me because it's been a full-on week with taking the kids to London and everything like that. And so they've offered to take the boys to let me have a little bit of downtime, catch up on my reading, which I'm severely behind on. And just get a little bit of time to myself before the working week starts back again on Monday. So I am planning to vlog. I was going to make a TBR for this video instead, but I actually have no idea what I'm going to be reading. So it'll be a fun mystery journey through my backlog of books, and I will hopefully post that as my Wednesday video this coming week. And so look out for that. Are any of you doing Deweys today? I would love to know. Give me a shout so we can cheer each other on. And until next time, bye. Just realised that's in the fucking corner of the fucking